uses of the Bible. People use verses to save, and they use them to murder. Sometimes from the same person. I used to be one of those people that would bless your little old heart straight into hell if they could. I was one of those people that used the Bible as a weapon of murder to destroy and to beat others down. And I wanted to share my story because there's so many just like me, just like I used to be before Jesus freed me from that bondage. These are the people like on YouTube that will comment, "Stop telling people it's the grace of God that is saved, blah, 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 blah." And they're so similar that I actually have to look and see if it's the same name. You know what I mean? It's the same spirit. And for those dealing with people like I used to be, I wanted to give you some insight as to why we could be behaving the way we are. And that we're just basically spinning our wheels and all those works and good deeds that really aren't good deeds at all. They're a waste of everybody's time. From my personal experience, in my journey, it took a long time for me to realize that I was a Pharisee. Nobody wants to see themselves as anything but the protagonist in their own life story. Matter of fact, the brain will hide things from itself in an effort to keep going. Even when we're severely damaged. God is so, so great. He is so kind. He has put so many, I don't know, little bitty breaks into our own psyche to give us a chance to see the truth. Truth is love. That's the bottom line, love. And as for me, and I would say 99% of others who use the Bible as a weapon to beat people down, it is because due to whatever trauma, rejection, there's so many elements to this. I can't even get into them on this video. But it all stems from an inability to believe God could love them. I did not have a very good relationship with God at all. Anytime I did come to pray, I was always groveling, asking for forgiveness, beating myself up for whatever I was doing at the time, and had no relationship with Him. He was a master, not a father. And this is because, like I said, I didn't think He could love me. I knew He could love people, but I didn't really think He could love me. And this critical, judgmental attitude that you see, that it's so hate-filled, is really stemming from fear. It's terrifying. And to think that you're going to be passed over, that you're not good enough. And so, you spend all your time in the flesh trying to be good. And all that does is cause you to become bitter and hard and a lover of the law more than a lover of the lawgiver. And the thought process, as I look back in my mind, it all started from a constant inner dialogue to God when I would judge other people. It was like, look, God, hey, I'm not great, but hey, I'm better than that person. You can love me now, right? And it's not a conscious inner dialogue. It's a cry of the spirit. A broken, terrified little child. And kids, they can throw tantrums and they're not always nice. And they don't have very much willpower because nobody can carry that load. Nobody. But we're not trusting in God to carry it for us either. We're going to do it. Jesus wasn't enough. It has to be Jesus and my sacrifice. What an insult that must be to God when we think it's that Jesus wasn't enough. I want to ask you to be patient with these people. They're so terrified inside. That terror comes out as anger and criticism and judgment. But they are terrified that they are not good enough. So when you come across them, or if you have them in your life, or if you are one, take a break on the good deeds and start asking God to reveal himself, his true nature. When the multitudes left Jesus after the eat my flesh and drink my blood comment, Jesus did not follow behind them, beating them down with the law. He just let them go. It's not our job to criticize and judge others. That's a spirit of strife and of hate and of fear. And it appeals to the broken people who do enjoy strife and bitterness and gossip and ugliness. Like the ones on YouTube that so-and-so called out these preachers by name, blah, 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 blah. Well, they don't know everything, but they think they do. And that spirit of pride is so evident. Because I recognize it, because I did it. I was one of those people. And I'd like to save you some time by sharing my experience and my journey with you. Like I said, if you happen to be one of these people that beat others down with the Bible verses, stop and ask yourself, is love a competition?